My name is Dostin. Some people call me Gallo or Gallo.
Well, he clearly doesn't sell drugs or do porn because I don't know that name.
No. I am not in the. I quit that industry back in the 70s.
Because Big Stash came out. You could.
Yeah. Could not. I just could not compete.
I get it.
So,
I get it.
to my across from me, I have Mr.
Are we throwing handles?
Mr. Jeff, yeah.
We are fortunate to have Miss
Taylor May.
Taylor
All for Tay.
May. All for Tay.
Yeah, the number 4.
Oh,
Yeah.
all for Tay.
Yeah.
Now, I only gave my stage name. You know.
Berlin.
Is that your stage name?
Yeah.
Shut up.
I've gone through so many. It really. We'll talk about that.
Well, no, like, let's
Let's jump right
just
in.
Fucking,
Yeah,
fuck.
So-
raw dog this shit.
I'm allergic to latex. Really? Like you really got to bring up the fact that
I
I'm
mean,
allergic
come
to
on.
latex.
Hey, everybody needs to know.
No, they do not.
My fucking brain is downloading so much shit right
I
now.
know,
It's
yeah,
just
you
going
gotta
into
quantify
overload.
it.
I'm like, ah.
You're so welcome. It's the boobs, huh?
Actually, the microphone is blocking it, so I'm
There
fortunate.
goes our views.
No, I got cameras that are probably picking this up, but for me, I am perfectly cool with where I
don't
was.
really like that angle. I'm more of like a,
No, yeah,
you
you're,
want it from the up?
you're good. Yeah, have
Yeah.
it going up. There you go.
There you go, right there. There.
because who needs to see my fucking face?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Why did I put on makeup?
that was your decision. I had no part in any decision you ever make, so.
All right, so let's go back for Berlin.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's stage name.
Yeah.
Is that current stage name?
Yeah.
So you currently
That's
dance.
Yes.
Okay.
I started dancing when I was 17.
Shut up.
And it was really funny because I stole my older sister's ID and I went and I was homeless, right? I was living in a car. Yeah, my mom kicked me out at 16. It's fine. Mommy issues are awesome. But I took my older sister's ID, and I went to the strip club. And the owner, like, straight looked at it and looked at me. She goes, "This isn't yours." And I was like, "I know." She's like, "I don't really care." Anyway, and she hired me, like, right then and there.
And that night you were just
First night I only made like $800. Listen. I gotta explain.
Only $800.
I have made a very lot of money in a very short amount of time. So that
Do you know how much this body could make in one fucking night? Like, are you serious?
47 cents.
God,
You would owe
I'd be owing motherfuckers
I'd be
money.
owing people all day long.
Oh my God. $800 in the first night.
Yeah. But listen,
did you know
this
what
was
you were
back-
doing though? Like how
Absolutely the fucking nuts. I was in leopard pumps.
like I would go out there
Like fuzzy
like-
leopard pumps.
doing the fucking the sprinkler.
I have done that on stage
Lawnmower.
and made great money. I've done
Have you
a
really?
lot on stage. I have such a crazy life, right? It was so fun. I'm saying was like I'm dead. It's been so fun. But no, I did not know what I was doing. And I was super, super skinny. So I looked like a skinny 12-year-old boy. And I'm not exaggerating.
I could not imagine you looking like a skinny 12-year-old boy making $800.
I wish I could pull up a photo right now.
Wow.
But I did. I've always had a big butt though, so. But again, this is back in 2010, 2011. So dancing was different then. There wasn't the contracts. We were not employees. So you came in and money was insane. Absolutely insane.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like when did you first start dancing?
Oh, it had to be in like 09.
Okay. So year
Yeah,
before.
just-
He's lying. He's
before.
really old.
So you followed in his footsteps.
Yeah, I kind of showed her the ropes. That's how we met.
That was for something else.
Oh, you were showing her the proper angle.
He
or
was showing me
technique.
what VIP booth to go into if you're gonna
They call me Ron Jeremy 0.5
because you're
because
got
I'm
less
half the
inches?
man that he is.
Medio.
Yeah, exactly.
So your first time on stage, like, what did it feel like? Like, have you ever done anything like that in your life? Like, what?
How do I explain this? I'm different, okay? So you got to take that into account. Because of how I grew up, it was really rough,
Okay.
right? Everybody's got, bad times and whatever. I'm not being a crybaby. I'm just saying I detached mentally from everything.
Gotcha.
So me going up there, I was like, who cares? What? And that's how I've always been towards it. It's been 12 years? I don't know, 12 freaking years.
Right.
I broke the code on men. It's stupid how easy I make money now. And now everybody's like, new dancers, new strippers and shit like that because they get paid hourly. And then I come in and I make $700 in like the first
Hourly?
2 hours. Yes, we're employees now.
Yeah, bro.
$15 an hour.
Fuck?
Oh yeah, you need to dive into that because I don't think anybody
I haven't.
knows
Okay,
about
I haven't
that.
been to. I've been married for 15 years.
Good for you.
I haven't been to a strip club. Last one I went to was in Mexico, and God, that was wild. But that was in 2003.
So what had happened was
Jesus.
there was at a very popular club. They're all over, very popular club. A couple of dancers decided to sue because they got, ripped off. They got fired or whatever. They were really mad. And you got to remember, a lot of these clubs now aren't so bad, but back in the day, you were getting raped by managers. I was 19 the first time I got raped by a customer, and I was screaming in the VIP booth. I'm screaming for help, screaming for help. And the manager comes by, and he hits the door, and he says, "Shut up."
What the fuck?
Just got real.
My life is insane. So
He's like, we don't have enough time.
a lot of
I'm like-
girls, I know. We'll come back to this next
We're
time.
10 minutes in, and I
8
don't-
minutes 43 seconds.
yeah.
Look, you said you like it raw, okay?
Okay,
Yeah.
I
so
love it raw.
you're screaming.
Oh, you need to.
I'm
overlay.
literally
Yeah, baby,
screaming.
we love-
I'm literally screaming so that, like, for help, right?
Right.
And that's why he came and told me to shut up, because the customers could hear me screaming. And I told the owner, I'm going to fucking sue you, this and that, right? She goes, go ahead, I'm a grandfather club. And I went, what does that mean? So I dove into our contracts, because you still had contracts, but they were like to let you know that, you have to wear makeup. Back in the day, your hair had to be down. You couldn't have a ponytail, nothing. If you want to have pigtails, down here, because
Really?
you couldn't have your hair up. You had to go with makeup. You had to dress in bikinis or lingerie. And if your lingerie covered up too much, take it off. Switch it up. They didn't have the 2-finger rule, which some clubs do now, like some full nude clubs. Or no, 21 plus clubs. Your thong has to be 2 fingers on like the butt cheeks, has to be 2 fingers wide. So no G-strings, right? I don't know if you guys know what stripper panties look like. Shit, I'll show you right now. I'm wearing some. But they're just a string. Like
Okay.
literally just a string. And you
Gotcha.
can't wear those at some clubs.
Oh.
That didn't fucking exist. You know what? You know what used to exist? It was so fun. Sarcastically, so fun. There was robe girls. Girls would come around in robes. And they would wear robes and stuff like that. And you're like, on the floor, you're like, why? You're covering up your whole body, right? Because when they sat on a dick to make money, the cameras couldn't see it.
Damn.
If the cameras can't see it, back in the day, if the cameras can't see it,
Right.
management cannot use it against you because they did not care. But then when it came to tipping out and stuff like that, it used to be like 15%, 20%, or some clubs were 10% to the DJ or 15 to the DJ, 10 to the VIP guys. And then if you were smart, you tipped your manager too. Because I can't tell you to do that, but if you were
Right.
smart, so then you would have to tip them more. And they know what you're making. So they would show you, like when you come inside to cash out, get your money, they would have literally on the security cameras, they would have you pulled up right there, sucking dick.
What?
And they would be like, so, you had a good night, huh? And if you didn't, boom, that ends up on Z-Bomb, that ends up on Backpage, that ends up on everything. They're going to make sure.
What?
Yeah, it was. So, moral of the story
That's
is a lot of,
ruthless.
oh my God, managers were the worst. Were the absolute worst.
Well, yeah, they got the power. I mean, you know what I mean? What are you going to do?
Exactly.
And it's not like they can't find. People to come. You know what I mean? Like it's like that. That's a.
It's just like casinos.
recession-proof fucking business.
It's just
Until
like,
COVID.
well, yeah, it's not COVID proof. Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously COVID, but
But it's just like casinos. You know what I mean? There's always going to be customers. Somebody's always going to want to gamble.
Right.
There's
Somebody's-
always
Right.
going to be dancers.
Yeah, 100%.
that's what I'm
There's
saying.
always going to be dancers too. Yeah.
They're always going to have somebody, either guests or employees. Like it's no matter what they're
But
going to
they're
have.
not going to have managers. So even if you went to
Yep.
higher ups, right? If you could even contact them. I know a lot of owners and stuff like that. I've been doing this so long. If you went to the higher ups, what are they going to do? They're going to say, well, if you tell anybody, we'll fire you. What are we going to do? We're
Damn,
not going to
that's
replace him.
crazy.
We're going to replace you.
Right.
And they did. So a bunch of girls got together and decided they wanted to sue this club, this very popular club. And they did a class action. And I remember, too, because it was in like 2016 or something, and I got the emails. Like, hey, You know,
Like,
you
you're
worked here.
included.
Yeah. Do you want to join?
Right.
I said, absolutely the F
Yeah,
not.
fuck.
Yeah, you're like, that'll ruin my career.
Yes. I was like, I
entirely,
know.
yeah. You're
Because they'll
smarter than
they'll
that.
get a copy of the names and shit.
Oh,
Yes.
Like, they'll
100%.
see,
They get a
like,
plaintiff list.
and
yeah.
then you'll get blackballed, right?
Yep.
Well, once you start the lawsuit, if you're included in it, you cannot go to those places.
Oh.
You cannot. And then once you win, if you win, you cannot go there anymore. If you don't win, they're gonna know, and you
Right.
you know, and then you
And
get
you still can't go.
blacklisted.
Yeah, exactly. You still can't go.
So here, you won. Here's your $15. Like
So they won.
you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
no shit.
how much did they get?
I don't know. I don't know
It
how
couldn't
much.
have been.
It was actually a lot.
Was it really?
It was actually a lot. And you
Wow.
know what's crazy? It was like 6 girls.
Oh, damn. So
They cashed
shit.
out.
couple, 20, 30 million between 6. I mean, that's a couple million apiece, you
Yeah.
know?
Minus the lawyer
Well,
fees
they
and
get
stuff.
like 30%.
33 and a third.
But you know what? So once that happened, I was like, this is going to fuck everything up, right? Because they just brought the state into it. They just brought the government into it, right? Boom. All of a sudden, California releases in
Regulated.
2018 that all dancers, all independent contractors will be employees now.
Wow.
Damn, so you can no more 1099. You just had to be on payroll.
And you know why? Because they had to show what they're making. They had to
Gotcha.
show.
Oh, and who's working there most of all? Yeah, because then they can't slide people under the radar. You know, oh, we had a contract. Oh, but you lost this one. You know, that girl never worked here. Yeah.
Exactly. You had a hard
Makes
copy.
sense.
And
So it
so
made
how it
them
used
go
to be,
legit.
you really didn't put your,
Workers' comp,
yeah.
Oh, whole nine.
the whole
Yeah.
shebang.
That's
Payroll
why
taxes.
They take, that's why they take money from you.
Oh,
Mhm.
damn.
But there's still some clubs. Hit me up. There's still some clubs that don't
Hit me up.
do that, and they don't do contracts and everything. It's old school, right?
Right.
If you don't want to put your government out there, or you don't want it on your, taxes or whatever, right? Say you're hiding, which everybody posting on Instagram and shit like that now. But say you're still
That's how you
hiding.
drive traffic.
Yeah. Say you're still hiding. Say whatever. Hit me up. I know where they don't do contracts. They don't do anything, and it's a good club too.
That's insane though. So I mean, at such a young age, you went through like some bullshit. Like that's
I've been
crazy.
going through bullshit since I was like 4 years old.
But what? Well, I mean, I'm talking just the stripper part, like working
yeah.
at the club, like dealing with that
Oh, absolutely.
that atmosphere and stuff.
So my name, Berlin. I've gone through so many different names in the 12 years because so what you had to learn, right? You can either benefit from dancing, you can get lost in the industry, like drugs and stuff like that, or you can let it affect your mental. And it'll drive you down a very bad hole, and you will likely not survive. A lot of people do it. So
I can only imagine.
yeah, because you can't look at yourself in the mirror. Some people.
Right.
So what I tell people, and like what a veteran told me, because she was like, you're new, yeah. How's your mental? And I was like, it's fine. Why? And I explained to her that I detach, right? So you have a stage name, right? You gotta walk up in there. When you enter that door, you're no longer Taylor. When you walk up those stairs or you hit the floor, you're no longer Taylor.
Right.
You're Berlin. Fake stories for everything. Do not tell them about your life, and do not let them ask you first. You got to say, what are you into? What do you do? This and that, so that you can say, oh my God, me too.
Right,
I love that.
Right.
Just work it. Makes
Men,
sense.
no offense, men are so fucking dumb, okay? They
I
are
agree
so
with that.
dumb because they will literally, want.
Most,
Yeah.
majority.
Majority, I would agree.
I'm sorry.
Go,
My-
hey, you're allowed to your entitled opinion.
My younger self, most fucking definitely.
yeah.
Oh, absolutely. You guys grow
Military
up and you figure
me?
it out.
Oh shit, I'd have been like,
You want.
How much money did you want again?
I
Was
mean,
that 700 or 800?
bro, like,
Only
oh,
7?
right
Yeah.
now, dude, like fucking take my money.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, couldn't pay me. Couldn't pay
doesn't-
me.
No,
Yeah.
doesn't do anything to me.
Exactly. You do grow up, right? But men that go into, especially full nude clubs, men that go into there, they go there for a reason. They know what they're doing.
And that's non-alcoholic, right?
Yes.
Oh fuck that. That's what the fuck is.
They
What's the
know
point at
what
that
they're
point, right?
sex.
Well, I
Blowjob.
get that, but yeah.
And the major point is
I think I've been to one. I could have got a blowjob when I was there.
at every fucking strip club. Every strip club is a brothel. You just got to find the right girl and offer the right amount of money.
Really?
Be the right person, I guess.
Yeah. 21 plus, right? Like an alcohol bar.
Right.
You got to fight. Girls have to fight the customers and the alcohol. We're not just competing with each other. We're competing with the alcohol. That's why. That's all stage money. You can't go in
Right.
there and be like, oh, I only made 3 dances. Okay. Yeah. They're not here to dance. They're here to see a hot girl on stage and throw money.
Right.
or to look like they're ballers or whatever, right? So when you get tired, like, and I tell all these new girls, because I come in and I wreck house immediately. I'm not gonna be there for 8 freaking hours. I'm gonna get as much as I can do, get as much money as I can in a short amount of time. But I've been doing it so long. Obviously, I have regulars. Obviously, people hear Berlin's at this club, and it goes, okay. So, but I tell them, like, they'll be downstairs or, you know, in the dressing room complaining about, oh, nobody wants to give me money. Yeah, no shit. Your job is literally to convince them.
Right.
Or they'll say shit like,
Finesse.
like, yeah.
Well, they want it for free.
Everybody wants it.
They
for
want
free.
it for free, right? They want you to, and then you give a little sneak peek and be like, "Hey,
Yeah,
come
but
on."
if OnlyFans has taught us anything, they're all willing to pay for it as well. So
Oh, I can't wait till we get on the OnlyFans part.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah.
But I'm so intrigued about this. I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
believe this. Like, this,
Yeah,
this is
100%.
so awesome.
So the moral of the story is when you get fed up, you get tired, you're over it, you're so mad, right? Okay, turn into somebody that ain't. Oh, what's your name? You're tired? Okay, so who isn't?
Right.
Find that person.
Right.
You are that person now. Go the fuck back up there and be somebody else. So the funniest, like, what I'm known for in the clubs in, like, you know, LA and Orange County and stuff like that is changing my name. Mid-shift. If somebody pisses off Berlin, now I'm Holly. And I will go on the floor and I'll be like, yeah, I'm Holly. And then management's like, you can't just change your name like that. Why?
The fuck does it matter?
So is Holly a different person?
Yeah.
Like, is there a character for Holly?
So we joke around and, like, name my 7 different personalities are all different names, right?
Okay.
But
7. Is that what you said?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I said 7, but it give or take 1 or 2.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that was a ballpark.
We got
if
an
you-
over under over here
know what
on the
I'm saying?
personality front.
It's pretty dialed down.
Okay.
It's pretty dialed down.
Okay.
I honestly believe that she can switch on demand and she decides who she wants to be and she just lets you think that this is who she is right now.
Gotcha.
That's my theory, but
So am I talking to Taylor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
Yeah. We're cool.
I'm just making sure.
But same thing. I got to bars and stuff like that. Fake name.
Right.
You know, guys. Some guys are pushy and scary, right? Being out there as a woman by yourself is scary.
You ever fucked a dude up?
I don't know if we can get on that topic.
Look. Oh, we can.
Not
Allegedly.
nothing pending. Okay, nothing.
I mean, allegedly. Okay.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, I was banned from Murrieta, Buffalo Wild Wings, and allegedly, my picture from the security camera was on the door. I love
Still?
beating the shit out of men. No, I went there, and they didn't have my picture anymore.
Oh, I was gonna say, fuck, that'd be so fucking hilarious.
I know. I wish I
That
don't have
bother
a
you?
photo of it anymore, but I wish I did.
Fucking bend it. It's metal.
I got it.
So you allegedly got into an altercation at Buffalo Wild Wings. Is that what you said?
Everywhere.
Okay.
I'm different, right? So you cannot disrespect me. I don't disrespect you. Don't disrespect me.
Facts.
And I don't like pushy men, right? So if I'm like, hey, don't talk to me, or no, I don't want you to buy me a drink, and you keep trying to push me,
Gotcha.
And
I can sense the sassiness.
oh god, it's so fun. It's so fun.
Is that where you get it from?
Yeah, she's starting to rub off on me. And sorry.
Okay.
He's a saint of a man because he puts up with my drama, and he looks at me. He's like, "Are you cranky? Are you hungry?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I am."
Bring me a bottle of wine.
Definitely brought her a bottle of wine last night. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a rough day yesterday. But, yes, a guy literally, like, the other night, right? I don't know, the other weekend or something, I was out visiting one of my girlfriends who is in town from Texas. And this guy's like, you know, oh, I'm drinking too much. Can you take me home? I said, you don't want to go home with me. He's like, why? I was like, I beat the shit out of men for fun.
Is that a pickup line? Is that a?
No, he was
Sounds like
really
me.
drunk,
Sounds like
right?
me.
I mean, fuck. I'm drunk. Can you drive me home? Like the fuck?
Yeah.
Is that what guys do nowadays?
Not
That's-
to me, but that was like the one time that ever happened to me.
Okay.
But they don't fucking leave me alone. I'll be in public, and it's so funny because when I go out in public like this, looking all nice and whatever, no man talks to me. They will stare at me. They will follow me. They will do whatever they
Because
want.
they're scared as fuck.
Yeah, because I would probably walk like a. But when I'm all like in joggers or sweats and I have no makeup on, which is typically how I go out, every fucking man has the courage to fucking talk to me. And I still look at them and I'm like, look at you and look at me. Make it make sense. You're not carrying the one, buddy. Don't talk to me.
I like it.
Hey, I mean, she's honest at least, right?
And is that Tay coming out when you pop off like that, or is that like
Every personality pops off.
okay?
Everyone does.
Because I actually have a diagnosed alternative
Alternate ego
personality disorder.
Yeah.
So do I. Borderline personality disorder.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking schizoaffective. Isn't that fun? So I'm not fully bonkers, but
I
I'm
don't
like
have.
She's bonkers
That's a
light.
cool title though. Schizoaffective.
schizoaffective. So I'm not schizophrenic.
That's
I'm
cool.
borderline. Like I don't see people, right? But I still get paranoid if I'm off my medication, and the voices in my head are terrible, and they really do not like you guys. They don't like nobody. So they'll be telling me I'll be out drinking or something, and they'll
What did
cause a
I
fight.
do?
Yeah, fuck, we just met. Jesus Christ! Like, goddamn. I'm sorry. Tell him I said, please. I apologize.
I don't know.
Here,
But I'm
I'll make it
medicated. Don't
better.
worry. I'm not. Never mind. That sound just triggered something in my brain. Anyway,
What is your best stage name? What's the best one you've come up with?
Berlin is the most popular. That men like.
Really?
Yeah, I did Berlin, Holly, Vera, Russia, China, Kitty. You know, I've done a lot.
What would be your stage name if you were to come up
Oh my
with
god,
one?
I'm so intrigued.
Man, I don't know.
I'd have to think
It
of
would be
that.
it would be like Avenger or something like
no,
stoic like that.
dude.
Yeah.
I need something like old school, like 300 Spartan fucking.
like Maximus or
Like
some shit.
That's my favorite fucking name.
Maximilian or some shit like
Maximilian. What is this, my fucking dog Spot or
I mean,
what?
fuck, dude. I'd have to come out, like Maximus.
Yeah,
I think that's a
Maximus.
good fucking.
Like Gladiator, just like
Yeah.
Russell Crowe out
But
there
here's the thing.
destroying.
then come out like Spartans. What is your
With a
profession?
cape on, yeah.
But here's the thing: you got to take into consideration the people that go in there want to believe that you're not lying to them, right? That's what they're in there for.
Oh fuck! Then I would be like Gumby or.
And that's why I got Holly, because I went in there as, I think Jade or something like that, and he's like, no, that's definitely a stripper name. Tell me your real name. So I just randomly was like Holly, but don't tell anybody. You know, they want to believe that you're not lying to them. So the more like classic that your name is, or normal, I guess, the more money you make.
So they want to be finessed. I mean, and that makes sense. There's
Okay,
They
then I would
do.
be like Gerard.
Yeah,
Gerard.
Butler.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I like that.
Yeah,
Gerard.
Gerard.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Gerard to the stage.
That's exactly what you have to do.
Yeah.
You have
Ooh,
to put
that'd
on
be
your
good.
DJ
Yeah, that would be
voice
good,
and say,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
Gerard.
Yep.
Like that's authoritative, bro.
Like you're skating around a rink and they're just
Bro.
like, oh, it's
makes me
time
want
for
to
the
go put
chicken
my fucking
dance.
armor on right now, like Gerard. You know, come out with some assless chaps and just be like, "Fucking, I'm here
love
for
that.
the
Do
party."
Yeah.
do it.
Gerard. Would you change your name if you could? Would you change
Yes.
Jeff?
I
Jeff
mean,
is a good name.
I've always had it. I don't know. Like,
No
dude,
shit,
people
what?
would be calling. What
Is it Jeffrey?
Yeah, it's Jeffrey.
Okay, that doesn't bother you
No,
because immediately I think of the giraffe.
I know. Well, that's yeah. My last name's Taboko too. So like like my juvie stents and stuff like that. The supervisors always
Aw,
called me
how
fucking
cute.
Tabasco and shit.
I've
That's the
never-
only time
So
I've been
cute.
incarcerated. So
I've never paid it. I thought it was tobacco.
no, it's Taboko. Yeah.
I just have never
Lots
really
of
paid
O's.
attention.
And actually, I'm of Russian descent. I just found out.
Okay,
Yeah, Italian
With a
last
small
name.
penis.
Yeah, very small.
that sucks.
Italian.
I'm German.
Italian last name, Russian descent. Weird.
What's your last name? Well, that's cool. So Berlin. What has been your wildest encounter on stage? Like, what's been your craziest? Like, have you had a dude run up and like try to get up on it and?
No, but I mean, there's been a lot. I mean, I used to beat up girls on stage for.
That would be interesting to see. I would
I
go to a strip club
literally-
for that.
Where's the video of this?
Yeah, I would go to the strip club for that.
I don't know.
Because I'm not one that frequents strip clubs. I've never been a fan of them.
Right.
But I would probably go for some stripper wrestling.
That would be so insane.
So-
Stripper Smackdown?
Yeah.
Dude, totally like MTV fucking
Oh yeah,
Friday night.
No alcohol in game. I'll show up drunk and
Dude,
just
100%. Yeah, just fucking hammered watching
Right.
strippers beat the
That
dog
would
shit
be
out of
dope.
each other.
like full
That's
on like
the
close
problem with
fist.
new dancers. I literally say it at least once a shift. I'm like, you know what is the fucking problem with these new bitches? They don't get fucking beat up no more. You beat them up now, and they're
Hand
calling
to
the
the
fucking
face.
cops and shit like that.
We were just
Yeah.
When
talking
I
about that
was
the other day.
first dancing, it was as long as you didn't do it on like the floor, right?
Right.
You could box a bitch out,
No
and then you
shit.
get up and you shake hands.
In
Oh,
the-
geez.
Like in the dressing room.
Yeah.
No
That's just
shit.
how it used to be everywhere, though.
Well, yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? You think
right.
about it, like
But not-
construction
Right.
sites, too. Like, you're like, hey, out to the yard,
Let's take a
dog.
walk,
Like,
huh?
let's
Let's
take a
take a
walk
walk.
real quick.
behind the building.
Yeah, you get down, walk back in with friends, you know?
Right.
Like, at the strip club, I'm sure you guys aren't friends after, but
No. We would shake hands back in the day.
Hey, that's
but
admirable.
that did not
I respect
account to
it.
me. Nothing. I was untouchable. Am still. But I've literally on stage, I threw my shoe from the, like, I don't know, other side of the it's so funny because I was a customer that night, but I brought my shoe because I knew she was working, and I was like, this is gonna be fucking hilarious, right?
Oh, you
So
already knew the shit was gonna pop.
Yeah. So I brought my like one stripper shoe, and they were like, why? What? And I was like, oh, I gotta put it in my
Oh, you brought one shoe.
one shoe.
Just one chancla.
One shoe. So like I was telling
Right.
Jeff the other day, my sport as a kid was throwing hatchets.
Okay.
I am deadly with a chancla. Bad.
We just said
So-
last night about throwing the chocolate with the foot and like detaching a body
100%.
part.
Yeah. Literally.
So I came in and I knew she was working, and I was just like, I didn't want to beat her up, right? But I wanted to embarrass her. Like it was gonna be really funny. So she was on stage, and I took my shoe from the other side of the room, and I just tomahawked it, and it hit her in the fucking head.
No shit.
And it wasn't right, like it didn't knock her out or anything. It's a plastic fucking shoe. But she was like, "What the fuck?" And everybody died laughing. Everybody died laughing. And then I whooped her ass.
That's crazy.
But
so
I've
you
done
knock them
crazy
down
things.
and then you knock them down again.
no
I
shit.
do crazy things. I fight the girls on stage.
Did?
I'm the one. No, I said do. Did I say
Okay.
did?
You
Did I
said
say
did.
did?
I
I
think you
do.
said
Let's be
did.
honest here.
Yeah.
I'm
Like
I'm
past
done
tense.
collecting mud shots. I'm
All
over
right.
it.
Well, that's good though. I'm glad to hear that.
You're not. You're definitely gonna bail me out one day.
Probably.
You think so? Okay.
She's
You
got
don't
short
even have to.
fuse.
You don't have to answer
she's
that
got
one.
short fuse. So,
I used to be bad.
I'm getting so much better. Thank you.
Yeah, you've been doing great lately. Yeah.
Thank you.
It took a lot of self work to get
Yep.
to this point.
Reflection and
Yeah.
like, really turning that camera inward. Yeah, for sure.
Right. Lived that life, experienced it, and said, "Fuck you ever again."
Yeah, I never got into those pills, those opiates and shit. Yeah.
Really?
Surprisingly,
Oh, they were bad.
I was the uppity
Bad.
kind of guy, so I was always on the uppers.
It was
Yeah.
like speed for me though.
Yeah, so I have homies that like I used to pick up my homie. He passed away now, R.I.P. But I used to pick him up for work in the morning, and I used to ride. He used to ride BMX, so he's super fit. So he's like, oh, I just got back from the gym. Pop like 8 fucking Norcos and fucking
Oh,
go to work
shit.
and fucking handle his shit. And I'm just like, holy fuck, like that's a lot of fucking Norcos, handful of them, just in the morning, chew them up and drink his water fucking down. And I was just like, holy fuck, yeah, gnarly.
That's
And,
insane.
Yeah, I got videos of him on my phone still. He passed away a few years ago. He was a cool
Sorry.
dude. He was a cool dude. Missed that motherfucker, but yeah, he crazy motherfucker. Like,
Yeah, I'd be before breakfast, like boom, and then I'd get that rush, and it would literally make me feel like
my psych doctor, when she because you have to tell them your history and your past history and stuff like that, and apparently now people are faking being.
they're fucking liars.
They're liars, right? And they're
100%.
getting misdiagnosed and
Right.
whatever, right?
Yeah.
So, but I've done a couple stays at the 72-hour hold.
ooh,
You know, I successfully killed myself in 2018. They had to revive me, and it was just chance that they found me. Just
Wow.
chance.
I don't know if
But-
I'd say that's chance, but I'd say that's
well, there's a reason.
destiny.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's-
Right, but I'm saying there was no
Yeah.
like
shit always happens
like
for
nobody.
a reason.
I didn't do it.
100%.
Fake suicide,
Right.
right. For attention and stuff
Right.
like. I didn't do that. There was nobody that was gonna be there.
yeah.
I
What was your?
I did both. I did. I took a bunch of like pills, like all my psych pills, everything. Like,
Uh-huh.
probably 300-400 pills.
Okay, just go
And
to
then
sleep.
I was like, what if this doesn't work? What if I just wake up with a gnarly hangover? So I,
Right.
I split my artery.
oh,
Because I
fuck.
was like,
Jesus
fuck the river,
Christ.
right? Let's just go. And
Wow.
I don't know, it's the weirdest thing, right? Everybody says that suicide is so selfish, this and that, whatever. You're not thinking about other people.
right.
Then when I did it, I was not drunk. I was not hungover. I was not sad. I was not anything. I literally woke up and I was like content. I literally had not felt so peaceful. And that's when I was like, okay, we're doing it. Right? I was like, this is it. Like I literally split it open in the bathtub because I was like, I was in an apartment. So I was like, let's not, make somebody have a bad day. Right.
Right.
You can just drain it. And no, but I'm so considerate. Like I'm going to kill myself, but I'm thinking
Yeah,
about everybody
right. No,
else.
yeah.
Right.
Who's
Right.
gonna have to clean this shit up?
Right.
Yeah. So,
that.
but then I was like, this is not comfortable. This hurts my back. I don't like this. So I got out and I got in bed naked. And I was like, you could just bundle the sheets, right? Like, I don't know. Anyway, so I successfully was revived. More of the freaking story. I forgot what I was talking about.
You
I-
killed yourself successfully in
Successfully.
2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why? Oh, so they fake right? So people fake and get like, you know, they lie about what they've done and this and that. So you have to tell them your
Yeah,
past
yeah.
history and stuff. Mine has been documented. I've had a psych doctor since I was 16.
No shit.
And that was too late, to be honest. It was too late.
Right.
My mom wouldn't get me one because she thought I was just being like a dramatic teen. You know, it was back in the day. Everybody's parents did that, right? Like, oh, you're just going through hormones.
Well, still, I mean, even today, like, what's the line where you say, okay? I mean, obviously, there's you know, things that highlight, but if you're just mildly have disorders and stuff like that, I could see why a parent could miss it. You know what I mean? And
well,
and
we're not.
And I'm not saying
Well, was
if
your mom healthy too mentally? Like, was she all good? Like,
I don't even know how to answer that. I don't know. I didn't.
you know what I mean?
I
Like,
had like. So
is it
look,
hereditary? Yeah.
well, no, I'm not saying. Well, I mean, it could be hereditary, but was she in a position where she was struggling?
No.
And so how
I
could you-
guess she looked healthy. My mom left when I was 4. I blew up the marriage. She was cheating, you know, all the time or whatever. My dad finally got tired of it, and so she left. She came back when I was 12.
Wow.
And she came back because there was a CPS case. And, you know, we ended up finding out all this stuff about our dad. But when you're groomed, right? When you grow up knowing something,
Right.
you feel wrong. Like, I would remember feeling like, this isn't right. I don't like this. But that's all I knew. So she came back because he almost killed my sister. He was strangling her. And I came and I stabbed him. And so he, I was like, I think I was 8 years old when that happened. And I stabbed him and he threw me
Damn.
into his work desk and he fractured one of my ribs. I did not go to the hospital. Of course not. Of course not. But so that, you know, the cops obviously had to start this CPS case. Then they started noticing the bruising and stuff like that, you know, and then I had a trauma bond. So when we were going through court and stuff, I was like, I just feel like everybody's ganging up on my dad, right? My dad did things that he should not have done, but I just trauma
But you were
bond.
still supporting and
Loyal to your father,
right.
And then I was mad too because she left and then she comes back at 12 and I'll
Like,
never forget it.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, I never forget it. When she first left for probably 2 years, I would watch family videos because I felt guilty. I felt like if she comes back, I don't want to make her feel bad for me not remembering her voice or what she looks like. So she never did. Then she comes back when we're 12, or when I was 12. And my sister got me from class early, right? And she's like, hey, I got to tell you something. Like, we just left from my dad's house. She's like, I got to tell you something. Mom's coming in to pick us up. We can't see dad anymore. I was like, who?
Damn.
Wow.
That's
What?
crazy as fuck.
And
Yeah.
she's like, our mother. And I was like, I don't even know what this chick looks like. And by then, I'm 12 years old now, and I have always bad temper, bad attitude. I stabbed a fucking above ground pool at 4 years old because my dad wasn't filling it up the way I wanted him to. So it's his favorite story.
Doing it the
and
wrong
he
way,
just laughed.
motherfucker.
Right.
He just laughed. It's his favorite memory.
Wow.
The first time I beat the shit out of a kid, I
You
was
guys
in
still
third.
talk?
No, because I found out. I went to when I went to my psych doctor, they did hypnosis and it unlocked a lot of memories. No, I don't talk to him.
You've been hypnotized?
Mhm.
That shit works?
I didn't think so either, right? And it really
Yeah,
did.
I've always been super curious about that.
It
not
really
gonna lie.
did. But I went to
Yeah.
a psych doctor. I didn't like find somebody off fucking Facebook or whatever. I didn't go to a party.
the fucking dirty, dingy
Right.
fucking psychics
And
on the
Right.
side of the road.
I went
yeah.
into it and I literally was like, why do we even have this shit does not work. So I went into it with a negative mental. I woke up and I was horrendously crying. Like I could not I literally was like, do not
What
let me
the
leave this hospital right now because
fuck?
I will fucking end it all.
That's crazy.
I don't
So-
think I don't think I've heard there's two types of personalities. There is the type that can be and the type that can't be. I don't think I can be. I don't think I could be hypnotized.
I see that.
I just don't think I can. I just think I'd be looking at
I
you.
think the people that don't think they can be hypnotized can be hypnotized easier.
I don't think I
because you
can.
put up such a defense, and I think it makes it easier.
See, I can't
Like, have you seen any mentalists do that shit to people? Like,
this is
See,
the
I
one
just
that
I don't. You could be like
That's like
flowing
the-
rivers and fucking butterflies. And
Nope.
I'm talking softly, and then you know, like the ASMR
yeah.
shit.
Nope, that's the shit that I
Get
feel
the
like
fuck
doesn't
out of
work.
here,
Yeah,
bro!
you're like-
Get time for this shit.
It's like, what's that fucking movie where they're like, he's like, oh, and he's like, oh, yeah. Oh, it was Good Will Hunting.
Oh yeah,
He's
yeah,
like, oh
right,
yeah, I see what
Right.
happened.
right. So how long were you out for when he hypnotized you?
Before I started screaming was about 24 seconds.
Oh shit! Like so, you were out and then came back.
I don't. So I don't know. The way that he did it, I was laying on the couch, right? And he started with the whole "you're getting sleepy" thing, whatever. But then he didn't count. He started saying like colors. It was the weirdest thing. I did not hear him again. It was visual pictures, like a dream. I could not hear him. I was done. And I didn't even know. I'm watching, right? In my brain, I'm just watching this go by. I'm like, what the fuck? No, I was screaming at the top of my lungs.
What?
And I didn't know that. And he's, I get back and I'm like, it was bad. It was really bad.
That's crazy.
So
That's insane.
I have borderline personality disorder, right?
Okay.
When I say my personality is like, I'm not joking. I'm not like white girl crazy, right? I'm not joking. There's literally every time, the way that my psych doctor explained it to me, every time I went through something traumatic that I could not deal with, I blocked it out, right? No, I blocked it out and I took that person and put her in a file cabinet in my head.
Gotcha.
So
and
you
I
just
detached.
completely filed that person away. Like, nope, not even going to deal with it a little bit.
And I detached. And like 4 years old, right? So me, like, I love kids things. Like, I geek the fuck out. I watch kids movies and I'm like, oh my God. Like, I freak the fuck out, right? Because 4-year-old me did not have a childhood. She was there.
Right.
We detached.
Right.
Right? You remember the bad things and stuff like that, but it was so bad that I hid that person away.
So you are like completely full of unhealed trauma.
Yeah.
That
so
you're
when
working
I'm not,
on.
yeah, of course. Oh yeah, I'm in therapy and stuff like that. I'm trying to get through. Like now that I know, right, and it made my life really, really freaking dark. Right? It made my life really freaking dark. And I'm like, I don't want to be that anymore, right? I don't want to have the mommy issues and the daddy issues, and I don't want to have trust issues and abandonment issues and stuff like that. I want to work through it. So, yeah, I'm paying for therapy right now so we can deal with that trauma.
Honestly, I feel like that's what happens at the end of your 20s. You're just kind of like, all right, I'm kind of done living in this fucking cycle that just all it leaves me is pain. You know what I mean? And then you start to, you kind of stumble because obviously it's not like, oh, I want to be better. And boom, you're better. It's like, I've been working on myself for fucking the last like 3 years and I'm still not where I want to be. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but I feel like
most
the end of
people
my...
don't do what you do.
Well, I'm self-aware, and I've realized that most people aren't, and it's a trip to see. Most people don't know that they're that fucked up, like, and how manipulative they are. I'm like, yo, and like when people come at me that way, I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna fuck with you because of this, and they're like, oh, it's not even like that, and I'm like, it is.
No,
and you
it
just
really
don't
is.
realize that it's like that. You know what I mean? Like,
But you also lived a fucked up childhood.
True.
Well, not childhood.
I
but
fucked up myself.
Adolescent, I guess maybe after 14. I don't know. But
I fucked myself up. Yeah.
so that's what I'm saying. You lived through a part of time where you hit rock bottom.
Multiple times.
You know what I'm saying? And once
Well, you usually don't hit it once. Let's be honest. You usually
You
don't.
think you're at the bottom, and then you go lower, and then you're like, oh, this is the bottom, and then it goes lower, and then you're like, oh, this has got to be the bottom.
well, I don't think it goes lower. I think it's just the bottom each time. It's just like you find little things that you left down there. And you're like, oh shit,
Forgot to learn
there's
this
that
one.
sock. Fuck.
See, and that's also one of my problems, I guess. I don't think it's a problem. I don't think it's a bad thing. But apparently it's from an unstable life, right? I do not do materials. Like, I've been homeless so many times. I can literally be living with somebody, have an argument, pack my overnight bag, and I'm gone. Everything else, throw it away. I'll start over.
Damn.
And to me, that's not a problem. But to my therapist, I got to grow roots.
Well, I think it's not necessarily like you have to attach yourself to materialistic things, but you should put some
value.
some
attach a value to it.
to certain things.
Right.
Sentimental value.
Right.
I think it's most important because then that grounds you. You have an
Well, not only
attachment to
that,
something.
it's monetary because it took something to make money to buy what you are leaving behind. Like
Money and stuff like that is 100%. I have never put roots anywhere. Growing up, we moved around and this and that. When I turned 18, I was like, why am I going to stay in California? Let's go see. I've lived in so many different states.
That's my mentality.
And then I was
right
a
now.
travel
I wanna go.
dancer, or what's it called? Like a show,
I love it here.
like
Showgirl?
a premiere thing where they would pay me to go dance.
Damn.
So I did that. Oh, yeah. I was like an internationally published model. And I'm not talking about a fucking online magazine. Bitches are dumb.
How much would they pay you to do like a feature like that?
It depends on how many nights. So they pay for my flight, my hotel,
Okay.
which I required. If I worked like Friday and then Saturday, I did shows.
Right.
I required my hotel to be an extra day because I deserve to relax. And keep in mind,
Fair.
I
would
retired
100%.
from modeling. I retired from everything in 2016 because every garbage dwelling fucking monster that had fake boobs and shitty scratch tattoos decided they were a model.
Gotcha.
Decided they would go out there
Market flooded.
and try and do what I
Saturated
do,
as fuck,
which
yeah.
I made art. Like, you can go on Google, literally, you can go on Google and type tailor-made model. It's all me, baby. It's all
Don't
me.
do it. I'm telling you right now, do not do it.
No, I got my butthole removed.
I got my butthole removed.
I had to fight Google for 9 months to get my butthole removed. I was like, this is me.
They were
And then-
really holding on to that fucking butthole.
That
I
was the
guess.
only reason why I was going to Google this
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Like, fuck, guys.
Oh,
I
no,
guess
it's the OnlyFans. Just go to the OnlyFans.
Let's jump into that.